Hey, what's up guys? So today's video is going to be about my fall look that I do kind of on a day-to-day basis in fall. Now that it's getting colder, I took out the contacts because everything's more the maroon, dark colors, and it's a nice season. It's one of my favorites actually. And I'm going to be doing a lot of strobing because ever since strobing is in, I'm totally in love with it. So far what I've done is I've done my BB cream. Since I don't apply foundation, it just helps with the BB cream that it's moist, has SPF, even though it's getting darker, there's still sun rays that still come out there, so it's good to be protected. Then I've done my eyebrows and I've put mascara on. So this is very easy, very quick, it's very minimal actually. What I like to do is take my contour by Anastasia, and I am going to actually first highlight. So usually I work opposite. I usually put my blush, bronzer on, and then I do this. I'm going to start out by creating my little V's. And this is kind of what I do also when I contour, if you guys are wondering. But I'll do a whole video on my 101 on contouring. So I'm going to create these V's going up. And if you hear a crow, I'm not sure if it'll pick up, but there's a crow around my house that's just crowing. And I like to bring it up in there too because I'm not a person to wear eyeshadow every day. I just don't care for it. I look like a crazy person right now, but I'm gonna teach you guys a little trick. Usually I like to use my beauty blender to blend all this out, but I've been kind of watching and noticing and doing some of my own research, and I noticed that using a brush that's kind of like an oval shape helps actually blend this in. So this is just a Sonia Kashia 123 brush, and literally I just think by doing strokes back and forth, it's a little time consuming, so if you don't have time, I wouldn't recommend. I would just recommend getting your beauty blender and just making it really quick. But if you have times at your hand, it does a great job at blending it. I always like to double up on my concealers just because I get those lines, the creases, and I hate them. So what I use next is my MAC. What is it, my MAC? I usually use all the time, Studio Finish Concealer. Just gonna take the same brush I used before, grab a little bit, and I don't go all the way up. I am just gonna stay focused on right under my eye. So next what I like to do is I like to take my Beignet banana powder and just put it on anything. I like to put it on my bronzer contour palette that I'm going to be using right now. Just a little bit. And this is where I take just my dry beauty blender, kind of dab, and I'm going to almost bake, but not really. What I like to do is I'm taking my Smashbox contour palette. I love this. I got this as a gift from my best friend. She gave this to me and I fell in love. She actually had purchased the Anastasia contour kit and I was like, oh my god, I want that, and it sold out. And so she gifted this one to me, and it ended up being that I actually like this way more. Maybe because the shades are closer to me. They're much more of casual colors, I feel like, not where I look like I'm very brown. So I like to use the middle shade, which is like a very nice bronzy color. So I'm just gonna put this very lightly. I love contouring, that's one of my favorite things, but in the fall you don't need to that much. So I'm just literally using the same color. I'm not gonna add anything any darker. My bronzer, I do very softly, and I go in upward motions and then circular motions, small ones. So it just looks almost airbrushed. I think it gives it that effect. I'm gonna take the darker color, and like I always do, I'm gonna contour my nose, and I like to use my finger, so I just take on my middle finger a little bit of both and mix it together and kind of create that straight line with my fingers. Sometimes you get harsh lines, and that's why when you have fingers, it's easy to kind of blend them through. Sometimes I'll take this brush, kind of any flat eyeshadow even brush, and I'll take the dark color again, and I'll just kind of go over it, just so it blends in better. The fun part comes now. Strobing is my favorite. I'm using something I got from the Ipsy bag a while back. Maybe you have it if you had the Ipsy bag. It's called, I can't say it. It's by Pacifica, and it's called Ethereal, I got it. It's Ethereal, and it's by Pacifica, and I just love this color. It's like a peach. It looks like a pink, but it doesn't come off as a pink. It just comes as a nice iridescent color. So I just take a nice small fluffy brush and I swirl it in, and I do the corners and the inside of my tear duct with this. I do a lot of strobing, so you guys will see. I love looking shiny. You see, I'm highlighting all the places that hit the sun, like your T-zone. That's what I mean. So my forehead, my nose bridge, I'm gonna do my Cupid's bow, my chin, and definitely my cheekbone. This is, like I said, my favorite, the Becca Champagne Pop. I was gonna say something else. Champagne Pop. And it is so much fun. I think it's fun to put on. So I take my fan brush and I dab it in a little bit, kind of take off the extra excess dust. Oh, I forgot to do one more thing, but we could do it the other way. So I'm gonna place it. And I actually don't like to fan too much because then it just comes off. So I actually like to kind of tap and then kind of blend in. So now I'm blending in. What I like to do is I like to mix this Champagne Pop and Ethereal. I just said it the first time. Just because I like, and I just keep doing this, I'm serious. But it's such a nice glow. So take a little bit of this, brush it at the top, tap it, kind of get it where you want it to be. Take a little bit of Champagne Pop, tap it, blend it in, and you can really, really see that. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this on the bridge of my nose too, right here. I'm going to line my waterline with a nude, if I can find it. It's always hiding. Alright, here it is. My favorite NYX Wonder Pencil Light. That's what it's called. And I'm literally just going to line the inside of my eye, and it'll brighten it up. I think in fall, you need to look away. Lastly, what I'm just gonna do is apply some lipstick. Because I have a photo shoot after this, I am not gonna be applying my dark colors that I usually apply in the fall. I just bought Deep Love, and I don't know if there's any difference between Diva and Deep Love, but let's swatch it because I don't see it. But, well, okay, when you swatch it, you see it. There's definitely a more red, a mauve red, and that's actually like a maroon with brown in it. So when I put it on, I don't see that much of a difference. Make sure you have a liner because they're such dark lipsticks, you want to have a liner. I just bought this from NYX. My advice to you is to go out there. They're pretty cheap. Instead of getting a MAC, I know they're pretty expensive just to get a lip liner, although they work great, but the NYX is much more affordable. I just use dark red, and it's waterproof, and I like that it's kind of a soft crayon, so it slides through and glides through easily. But like I said, because I have a photo shoot after this, I am not going to be putting these on because it's a hassle, if you guys know out there, to take lipstick, dark lipstick off your lips. Yeah, so we're not gonna do that, but usually I would do that with this look. It would totally top it. But today I am just gonna do my normal, and that is my natural that everybody has told me that they love, and they've been asking me. Like I said, I've stocked up on another pencil by NYX. It's just called Natural, and I love it. Do you hear that? There's so many birds and like crows around my house today. I don't know what's going on, but I take a little bit of champagne pop and I'm gonna just do it on my Cupid's bow right now at the end. Just to give it a little bit of a pop. I think it looks cute. Cute. I don't know what cute would be, but I just think this looks cute. So that's my look. I have no earrings on, anything. I actually have eczema, a really bad one. Anybody out there that has eczema, I know how you feel. I have eczema on my ears right now because fall is getting cold and dry and been itching, and yeah, it's not fun. I have them on my elbows. So feel for you that have eczema like me. Powwow, you know, I know how you feel. If you're having one of those days where you don't feel like really getting dressed up or dolled up, literally just throw on a nice bronzer, a little bit of strobing. Strobing helps so much. I'm talking about, I sometimes go without foundation on and just do strobing with lipstick and my mascara, and that's it. I've been trying to grow out my eyebrows. I know everybody kind of says like sometimes my eyebrows look hideous because it probably maybe does with the camera too, but I am trying to grow out my eyebrows. They're thick, but they're not full, and that's a big problem. They were, and as I got older, they went away. Bye-bye. So I've been using castor oil. It's only been about a month, so I haven't noticed that much, but I've heard that it takes a couple of months to really notice the difference. I've also been using it on my eyelashes, so we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you guys updated on that. If you have any other requests, I'm always posting up on my Instagram to let me know what you guys are wanting to see. I will do one on 101 contouring, how I contour hardcore. Make sure you like my video, subscribe, and I'm always here to talk, as you guys know. Always Facebook message me, I'm there for you. Hope you guys have a great fall, bundle up and stay warm. Bye!